drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
53. Check. Defense, keep it up, guys.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Procise. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. We own them. We own them.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime.
Yellow. Mike 50. Mike 50. Down to lose 1. Mike 7. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, we got it. 57. 57 color. 57. Right side.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes caught here by Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And he is all the way up past the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now, Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they get him down, but not up before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. That's complete. It's Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Yellow. Mike's 50. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on, baby.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Mahomes now on the sneak. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker on for the PAT. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 21
couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 22. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the